All
right, welcome in, everybody.
Hello. Streaming Finland versus Sweden.
Here, I'm about to tag you in a post.
Pull up. I'm tweeting it.
Oh.
I'm in the thick of it. Everybody knows. My name is KSI.
We're about to get underway here.
We are about to get underway. The game everyone has been waiting for. Hello, Justin. Rowan. Who's going to the finals? Canada, Sweden. There's literally no way the U.S. doesn't make it to the finals. I think you're off your rocker. Because even if we lose tonight, they're going to batter Sweden. It could have been a trip. Nothing called. Oh, Finland shot wide. From Mikola from the point. Good start for Finland. 30 seconds in. Yo, big dog. Let's go. What's up, chef? All right. Sweden's looking to clear it out of the zone. Finland keeps it in. Beach ball from the point. This is the Hintz-Aho line here. I've got the lines up. Aho, Hintz, and Granlund.
This might be the final right here. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Money line, Finland. Oh my gosh, Finland moved to plus 210 because that much action came in on Sweden. That's crazy. I love my Finland. By the way, everyone, I have Finland plus 1.5 and under 5.5 goals for this game. Both of the first two games went over. I think we're going to start to see like the playoffs once these games matter more. They're going to be lower and lower scoring. So I love the unders in both games today. They will play each other. Who will play each other, Rowan? Whoa, what was that?
I think they said Canada, Sweden in chat.
Uh-oh. Forsberg. Good save by Lankinen. What do you think? Probably you had to make that decision, right? And go with Lankinen. Uh-oh. Pettersson. Dangling. Gets tied up. You like that move, though, Tassos, to go to Lankinen after?
Look, I don't hate it. I don't think Kevin Lankinen is like a high-end NHL starter.
No, I agree.
And honestly, like, you know, UPL is like a guy that they got back there, too. Yeah, I'm a little surprised, you know. I don't know how you... Like, Saros, if you were going to win this tournament, like, a lot of people were like, oh, Saros has to be him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And now to go away from that after one game. But, you know, you need this game. Maybe you can go back to Saros the next game.
I think if they win this, I don't...
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying you
I
could.
see your point. I think Sweden's going to the peeper here.
The peeper?
The peeper. You know that the Panthers trainer is Finnish? No.
Half the Panthers, like, organization is here right now.
Yeah.
This is also both mine and Lee's, like, flu game right now.
Yeah,
we both
sick.
podcasted sicker, but...
Yeah.
Or at least, I mean, I've podcasted sicker this season. Too. But, you know, I'm definitely feeling like garbage today.
Yeah. Oh. Raymond rips one. Deflected up and out of play. What is this power play unit? Zibanejad, Eriksson Ek, Raymond, Nylander, Hedman.
No Jesper Bratt is criminal.
Yeah, it's
instead
shocking.
of
well, I think
Mika Zibanejad.
Yeah, he should be instead of Zibanejad. I'm sure Eriksson Ek is the net front guy. Dude, in Forsberg too, honestly. I guess you got to have Nylander on there. And Raymond is pretty sick for the Red Wings power play. So I guess. All right. Finland was able to clear it. Nylander's carrying the puck in. Did you see that Nylander said that he texted Marner like right after the game and was like, nice. Nice.
Oh,
goal.
really?
Yeah. Oh. Finland might get caught out here. It's like a 5-on-2. Hedman with a great shot pass. Aho wasn't able to get it on net. Nylander over to Raymond. Back to Hedman. Hedman slows it down. Raymond on the right side. Cross ice pass. Nylander. Shot wide. What a pass there from Raymond. Wow. Sweden's second unit's going to come out. Dudes, what's up, Skokes? Sweden's second unit is sick. Finland chasing the puck behind the net. They're able to get it out of the zone. 35 seconds left on the peeper. Carlson going to carry. Drops it off for Jesper Bratt. Over to Ricard Raquel. Petey sends it in. Looking for a shot. Nope. Passes the Bratt. Down low to Petey. Looking for a pass. Doesn't see anything. Goes back to Carlson. Over to Bratt. Oh, Raquel. The trigger man in the middle. Forsberg has it. Back to Carlson.
Philip Forsberg on the second unit, too, is kind of criminal.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that went in.
Me too.
That was like the same angle that Finland scored on Hellebuck. Finland are able to weather the storm and kill off the early power play from Sweden. 5 minutes in. A stick went into the stands. How did I not see that? These guys are battling down low. Not super physical yet. Maybe as I would have expected, but we'll see how this game picks up. These nations hate each other. These teams hate each other. Oh! Barkov out there with Rantanen. Oh, shot from the point. Mikkola rips one. Oh, that rebound could have been juicy. This line with some really good possession. Shocker to no one. Probably the best line in the game, realistically. This first line for Finland. Sweden are able to carry it. Get it out of the zone. Victor Arvidsson here. Sweden sends it in. A little board battle here. Gustav Nyquist gets tied up. Mikkola fails to get out of the zone, though. Sweden sending it around the boards. Going to try to set up a cycle. Shot from the point. Lankinen sees it. Turbo makes a nice play to get it out of the zone. They're out for blood. Now we're starting to see the checking. 4 nations facing off. Justin Lynch, Sidney Crosby. Is that icing? I put my eyes down, look at chat for 1 second. Sam Hullum.
And Joseph Boumediene.
Good pronunciation.
Assistant coaches.
Assistant GM Patrick Hornquist.
That's sick. I love Patrick Hornquist.
What's up? I'm working. Hopefully you have a good shift, brother. Trevor D, hell yeah.
We just got another subscriber. Let's go.
Thank you. Granlund. Oh. Granlund's flying around. He's buzzing. The Hintz Aho line. Line A was playing with them a lot. That was a pretty disappointing game from that line. They didn't really have much jump. It was kind of just the let's hope Barkov does something. I still think Teuvo Teravainen should be playing up higher in this lineup. Oh, Capo Caco's in. I didn't even realize that.
He was scratched first game.
Yeah, I know.
Look at this. Look. Oh, there was a stick that went through.
He was right. And it's a 98 Bedard jersey, getting it out. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Good for that kid.
Little souvenir for that kid. How did we not see that? Spiro saw it. Bedard jersey spotted. Rod. Justin's fired up. It's the most fired up Justin's going to be this entire game. Good start for my under. This game is very physical. Yeah, it's picking up for sure. It's going to be I think it's going to be a super tight checking, close game. I could see like a 2-1 finish. A 2-1 finish for Sweden. What I'm trying to think of like ideal scenarios here. Like, I guess it depends upon what your perspective is. Like, do you want a USA Canada final or like?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but also part of me is just like, fuck Canada. If the games on Monday are in like USA Sweden, if USA wins in regulation, and then like if they lose to Sweden, and Sweden gets in instead of Canada, is there any world where USA is like takes the foot off the gas a little bit just because they would probably rather play Sweden in the final than Canada? Or do you think that's nonsense and they're just going to try to run through them? I don't know. That's something I talked about with Elia today.
Banding about.
Leah's Sweden, Tassos is Finland. I actually bet on Finland, but
Oh, you did.
But plus 1.5, so they can lose by a goal, which is what I see this game being like a 2-1 Sweden. But yeah, I bet Finland's side. I see it being a really close game. Justin also has Finland. Finland have been playing pretty good since they got a terrible decor. Yeah, I mean, dude, yes, the game with the U.S. finished 6-1, but we were 2 minutes away from going into that third period 1-1. Like they played that game close, and they had plenty of opportunities in the first and second period to take the lead. Like it was a close game, and then the floodgates just opened. But I think that's just kind of what happens when you try to play a close game like that with this U.S. roster. I just think they're too fast and physical that it's kind of just like one of those wear you down things. Like they're just gonna run after you for a whole 60 minutes, and there's nothing you can really do about it. Damn, I'm going to have to ride with Tassos on this. I think we're all kind of for Finland here a little bit. Sweden carries it into the zone. This Nylander here. Shots are 3-0 in favor of Sweden. Oh, nice back check. A little stick lift. Oh, goal, Sweden. Mika Zibanejad, wow. That was such a sick stick lift. Was that Ricard Raquel who did that? That was nasty. I'm going to have to see that again. Fucking Mika Zibanejad. I'm wearing my New York Rangers jersey, baby. Shout out Mika. It's just in case everybody is confused. It's a Kaner jersey.
Not a great play from Barkov, to be honest with you.
No, not really, huh?
Was that Barkov who threw it back? I mean, this guy kind of...
That was a bit of a soft goal, too, from Lankinen.
Yeah, I mean, he's Kevin Lankinen.
Just bounces 5-hole. Woof. Wow. All right. 1-0 Sweden. 11 minutes left in the first. Not really great for either of my bets, if I'm being honest. Shout out to Gustav Forsling, Hawks legend, team Sweden. I hope Sweden wins. I think Sweden winning would be the best for the Monday games.
No.
You think Finland?
Yeah.
Well,
Finland and Canada winning tonight would be the best for Monday's games.
yeah, I guess that's true.
And it'd be better if both games went to overtime, too, for the standings.
Yeah, I guess. Finland kind of just like playing a little defeated almost, dare I say. They don't really have much jump. They need to get something going in the offensive zone. I feel like Mikkel Granlund's looked like the only guy who wants it. Like those two are just so like out of sync, it feels like. Hintz and Aho. I don't know. Who is scratched to bring Capo Caco in?
I don't know. I'd have to look into that.
I'm checking.
We can find it out in 2 seconds.
Oh, all this stuff is...
Yoel Armia, Yusuf Valimaki, and UPL are the scratches.
So is Yoel Armia.
Surprising scratch for Sweden. Rasmus Anderson and Leo Carlson are the scratches. It's a little surprising to me.
Who's Leo Carlson going to come in for? You know, like one of those fourth line guys? I don't know.
Yeah, I would love to see. I would love to see Leo Carlson in this event.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't think they... It's not... Oh,
Go,
Finland. 2-on-1. Listerainen. Oh, they scored.
And they scored.
Listerainen to Lindell. The Florida Panthers boys connect. There we go. Not great for the under, but good for my +1.5. Yippee. All right, now let's just see no goals until like the third period. Please, thank you. That was a really good play from Patrick Laine to get it up to those guys. 5-hole. 2 5-hole goals here. Call that 10 holes. But thank you. You're good. You're good. You're a good man. This under looks great, Lee. Shut up, Elia. Relax. No tweak. There's not going to be another goal until the fucking third. The Panther boys, yes, sir. What's the under? The line is 5.5. So Elia Anderson in chat is correct. It is not a great start for the under. We're on pace for like 7 goals here. 5-hole again, yeah. Need turbo with Aho. Yeah, I agree.
I'd put Aho with Rannon.
Oh, Capo Caco with a 6 steal. He's got Howla. I didn't see him. He should have like taken that to the net a little bit. Oh, wow. Good blocker by Gustafsson. I didn't think he was going to see that. Saros isn't playing. Correct. It's Kevin Lankinen. Saros' third period was pretty rough against the U.S. Oh, nice play by Hintz. It's going to be a... What? Yeah. Okay. I was going to say.
Finland getting a peeper?
Yep. Finland to the peeper here.
Was that Matthias Ekholm, too?
I think so. It's like
Woof. Best penalty killer?
Yeah. Maybe Gus Forsling. But yes. Oh, they're looking at... It might be Raquel. Yeah.
It's soft.
Yeah. He grabbed him.
Although I was listening to 32 Thoughts this morning, and Friedman was saying that if this was an IHF event, that there would be a lot more penalty calls.
Yeah.
Which is hard to disagree with.
I'm always okay with letting the boys play. I don't know about you. I know Team Canada's upset about that. Team Canada's hoping there's 10 penalties called in the USA game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want like the power plays to determine the winners of these games, but
Rowan said, I'm not a guy. I miss my car in my life.
me too.
Prayers up for Rowan. Less penalties equals more pure game. Yeah. Give me some good old 5-on-5 hockey.
Oh, it's snowing out right now.
Yeah, it is. It's a winter wonderland out there.
Yeah, it really is. I love the snow when I'm inside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is beautiful. The view at a VEC, when it's snowing is like, it's so cool. It's so pretty because the interior of the restaurant is like all wood.
Oh,
So it's like a really cool contrast. It looks awesome. Like when it's pouring rain or snowing really hard, it's dope.
let's get the likes up in chat, everybody.
Oh, yeah, let me
Like the stream.
Woof, I didn't do that. Embarrassing.
Tell some friends to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Por favor.
I'm also on the Wi-Fi on my phone, which is naughty of me.
Por favor, Montoya.
Por favor, Montoya. F's in chat for Montoya.
Yeah, let's get this going right now a little bit.
Yeah.
We could talk about Montoya on CHR Plus if we get to 500 subscribers.
That would be fun, like a Temptation Island watch along.
Or even just, CHR's thoughts.
I'm excited to see this peeper here for Finland. Although I kind of hope they don't score just because I want this to be... Actually, if Finland goes up, they're going to just try to play Anaconda chokehold and not take any risks and park the bus, which could be good for the undie. Sweden start the penalty kill by clearing the zone. Let's see what they're going to do as far as zone entry here. Like this awkward passing along the blue line would frustrate me so much if I was a Finland fan. You have Sasha Barkov. Let him do what he does. It's like they're deferring to Aho and Hintz for these zone entries. And it's just Barkov's better than both of them at this. I don't know. It's so weird to me. Just not able to get in the zone. Sweden's coming the other way here. They're just going to burn time off of this one. Ugly first minute for this. And Line turns it over. Finland recovers, though. They're going to go for a change. Wow. Disappointing power play from them. Woof. Line goal predict. Lindell here. Tavo. I feel like this second unit has been better for them. Oof, good shot. Good save by Forsling. Lindell has a nice play to keep it in the zone, but Sweden's still going to clear. 20 seconds left on the peeper. Sweden enters the finish zone. Just going to pass it back and burn more time. Great kill from the Swedes. Although I think that was more on Finland just being atrocious there. He just completely wasted that first minute. Which is so weird because the personnel they have on that first unit, they've got so much talent. Capocacco, oof. That wrister had some fucking mustard on it. Missed wide, though. It's snowing in Lakeview, Chicago. You boys have snow in Gretzky's basement, Lee? Oh, yeah.
Hope he won't let us out until we hit 500 subscribers.
Big Dog, our stew is in Lakeview, too. Pretty close to you. Raymond hoists it into the finish zone. Awkward there from Lankinen. Finland passes the puck up the ice. Forsling with a nice move. Oh, big collision there with Henry Jokiharju. That guy's just been getting... Oh, Forsberg with a shot wide. Jokiharju's been getting popped so far in this tournament. Rantanen in. Ooh. That was a close one. Was looking for Lankinen right in front of the net. Lankinen. Yeah, Lankinen. Sweden sends it in to the Finnish zone. Finland plays the puck up the boards. Aho Hintz line back out for Finland. Nylander, Zibanejad line out for Sweden. Here's Nylander. Cuts back. Back up to Gus Forsling. Sends it down around the boards. Granlund's able to get the puck. Hintz takes a stab at it. 3 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first. Shots are 5-2 in favor of Team Sweden. Although we are all tied up at 1 apiece. Rasmus Dahlin battling for it in the corner. The Florida Panthers line back out there for Team Finland. Ooh, big hit there. Lesterainen looks for Laine but misses him. This is going to go for icing, even though I think Laine is probably arguing that he could have gotten there first. It would have fit me, but I didn't have $30.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
It's double posting your text. Kind of weird. Are you using voice to text? Chat super active, but it's just Rowan double texting. Jesper Bratt over to Raymond. Oh no, Eriksson X, sorry. Bratt over to Carlson. Oof. Oh, whoa. That was almost a howler by Oli Mata, Blackhawks legend. What's the whistle here? What was that whistle for?
I have no idea.
Do I get Mr. Sub or Chipper?
Mr. Sub is gross.
Chipper. I don't even know what Mr. Sub is.
There's one on Fullerton right next to DePaul.
It's probably Buns if
It's
I don't know
terrible.
what it is. Definitely Chipper, dude.
I mean, the answer's neither, but
What?
I'm not a Chipotle guy.
Really?
No.
What does that even mean? What does
There's
that
so
look
much
like?
better Mexican food.
Well, it's not like if I'm craving Mexican food, I would never go to Chipotle
Then why do you go there?
because I crave Chipotle.
I mean, I guess.
It's like its own thing. DePaul trauma. Do we have many DePaul? Do we have a couple DePaul alum in chat or current DePaul students? Shout out our alma mater. What's our thing? What do we say? Where doers get more done. No, that's Home
No,
Depot.
dude.
It's Home Depot.
Here we do.
Here we do. Here we do. Fellas, what's up, Thomas? You ready for tonight? Sorry, I'm late. I was in a meeting. No worries.
What kind of meetings are happening in southern Alberta?
Fucking, they're figuring out what they need to do tonight to beat the U.S. They're just talking about it. Chipotle makes me use the restroom badly.
Damn, he just said business.
Business. Attaboy. He should have said Nunya. Nunya business.
Lee, I'm going to mute you for just 1 second. All right, we're back.
I was going to start miming there. I want to hear what Erik Karlsson's saying.
So I know I've been terrible for the last 2 seasons in Pittsburgh, but
I'm excited for tonight, man. Win or lose, I just want a fucking great game. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be insane. Tassos, we haven't even talked about this morning what we want to do for that.
oh, I know. I shut down State Street with a can of ravioli my freshman year at DePaul. What does that even mean?
Yeah, what? It's
I need to know it. What?
Yeah, that's like a fucking Campbell's commercial. Or what's that soup company?
Yeah, that is Campbell's.
Oh.
Oh, you're thinking of Chef Boyardee,
Chef
though.
Boyardee, yes. Did they think it was a threat? I'm also looking to book a trip to Chicago next season to come for my first home Hawks game. Hell yeah. You
Look up suspicious ravioli Chicago. There's a whole Vice article. I will.
Thomas, you should do it.
I'm going to read it live on air, too.
Yeah, look it up. Thomas, you should book your trip for when we have a CHR event, too, in the same week or something. That'd be cool. Then we can fight. You and I will fight at the CHR event. No, I'm not. I'm typing.
I'm going to read this first
please.
intermission from Jay. This article, I have it pulled up.
Finland wins a draw here, snaps one, blocked out in front by Team Sweden. Back to the point. Oof. Great blocker save from Forsling. On Aho, I believe, took that shot. Is Finland mixing up the lines here a little bit? No, I'm tweaking. Got to get my CHR merch somehow.
Well, don't worry. It'll be available for purchase online as well.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice. Nice. We're excited about that. Minute and a half to go in this first period. Shots are 4-3 now. Still in favor of Team Sweden. Forsling, Jesus. Forsberg. Oh, Zabinaj. Oh, no, it's not Zabinajad. Petey here for Sweden. Oh my gosh, just gets ran over by Rantanen. Good save, Lankinen. Oh my God, how many times am I going to do that tonight?
Lankinen and Lankinen.
That's brutal.
Oh, big hit by Rantanen.
On Pettersson again, dude. He just does not fuck with Petey. That's funny. Oh, Pettersson looked like he was laboring a little bit back to the bench. He was skating really slow there. Nylander with a nice move. Good save, Lankinen. Finland's looking to clear the zone here. They fail. Mikkola down low. Oh, good save, Lankinen. Oh, trip. Finland's going to be going back to the peeper here. That was a howler from Hedman. Woof. Lankinen Stonewall, yo. Also, talk to the guy who McKenna is living with in the hat here, and I have inside info about him next year. Ooh.
He's going to college.
Yeah, but maybe Thomas knows where.
DM us, Thomas. We won't share it on the show. Or maybe we will, unless it's super juicy.
Unless you say we can. Line A cross ice feed. Wow, what a goal. Finland's up 2-1. Mikko Rantanen. What a feed.
Those guys' knit beards are awesome.
Yeah, those are sick. Finland's up 2-1. Not great for my under. I will say. 3 goals in the first. Future Blackhawk. Mikko Rantanen. Yes, sir, Justin. Oh, that one squeaked in. Oh, he like fanned on it. No. Damn. Finland bench erupts. Coach doesn't even smile.
Only took 12 seconds to score on the power play.
Just got enough on that one timer.
That was his first shot on goal. Yoink, Scoob.
Say what you will about him. He's efficient. All right. That's the end of the first. Finland is up 2-1. I'm hoping for a really slow scoring second. Elia's already in here hounding me. Elia, I told you to take the 1.5 too. And by the way, I don't think that. I think the under still very much so has a chance, because Finland's just gonna park the fucking bus now.
Okay, you want me to read this article now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Please do.
so
Who was this in chat, by the way?
this was Jay,
Okay.
whose name is doxed in this article, so I will be doxing him to the CHR gang here.
Okay.
Okay, so the headline. I'm going to mute you while I read this.
When was this?
This article was written May 1st, 2019, so it was in 2019.
Oh, so it was when we were there.
Yeah. Suspicious object shuts down Chicago street. Turns out to be a Chef Boyardee can on wheels. Everyone who spent the early 2000s living on a steady diet of Drake and Josh and Rugrats reruns knows that Chef Boyardee commercial. The one where the kid's mom asks her what she wants for dinner, then tells her she can't have the can of Chef Boyardee ravioli that she's about to drop into the shopping cart. Not tonight, sweetie. You've had Chef every night this week. Her mom, an icy-hearted J. Jill wearing Midwestern Lannister type, tells her, putting it back on the shelf. But when the accordion kicks in, that now sentient can of beef ravioli yeets itself on the floor, rolls out of the supermarket, down a 5-lane highway, through some residential neighborhoods, and ultimately into the kids' well-carpeted living room. When Leo Burnett, the Chicago-based ad agency, makes a can of microwavable pasta roll itself into traffic, it's sentimental and adorable. But when a student at DePaul University does pretty much the same thing, the Chicago Police Department shows up, closes the street, and suspends services on the red line.
Oh my gosh, Jay, what the fuck?
On Tuesday afternoon, Eric Tendian tweeted a picture of what looked like a slightly dented can of Chef Boyardee ravioli taped to a set of skateboard wheels and decorated with a Sharpied-on face. Quote, suspicious package at 247 South State Street and pedestrian traffic now blocked off, he wrote, hashtagging it, hashtag Chicago Scanner. WBBM News Radio confirmed that a student from DePaul placed this mobile boy, BOI, a project for a design class in the middle of the street so that he could take a picture of it. He puts it down, he ran upstairs, I think to go observe it. Another student told the station, and the cops came. I think there was 10 cops here at one point, and they were questioning him over a can of ravioli. It looked like a toy. I thought it was like a car. When officers arrived, they closed the 200 block of State Street to vehicular traffic and to pedestrians, and they also temporarily stopped service on the red line of the subway from running, since those trains pass directly underneath the area. A police department spokesperson told Block Club Chicago that officers decided to shut everything down out of, quote, an abundance of caution, end quote. It may or may not be worth noting that this entire silly incident took place less than a mile from Leo Burnett's offices. Here's the quote from a Chicago Police Department spokesperson. Here's the quote. At approximately 12 noon, officers observed a suspicious object in the street on the 200 block of South State Street. Out of an abundance of caution, officers blocked traffic in the area and shut down operations on the CTA Red Line. After an investigation of the object and speaking to witnesses, the object was cleared and all traffic and train operations returned to normal. An individual was detained related to the object, and officers are currently questioning that individual. The cop said, so he's not named. The cop said that the unnamed 19-year-old male was ticketed for disorderly conduct and breach of peace. His court date has been scheduled for June 10th. Here's just a tweet about it. Hoping the person who created the Chef Boyardee can on wheels that shut down State Street is having an amazing day and goes on to have a great rest of the week. One woman tweeted after the incident. And then the article ends. Anyone else suddenly hungry for some canned ravioli?
That's hilarious. The cops pulled up hot as shit, so I ran to find my teacher, and her ass was gone. By the time she came back, I was in cuffs. That's insane, dude. Holy shit.
Over a can of ravioli.
That's hilarious. Did you like pick it up and we're like, guys, fucking crack this thing open? Like, you can microwave this bad boy. That's so funny. How did we not hear about that?
I don't know.
That's crazy that we didn't hear about that. Maybe we did and we just forgot about it. That's so funny, dude. That's like some shit that would happen to me, honestly.
Getting ticketed for ravioli?
Dude, he got fucking cuffed. They thought it was a fucking bomb. They're so stupid. Yeah, that's hilarious. What a story.
My 15 minutes of fame,
Yeah,
he said.
for real.
All right, you want to go to a break?
Yeah, we'll go to a little break. We'll be back for the second period. We need another article.
Yeah, well, who else has done some crazy stuff?
Yeah.
He had to go to court and pay $75.
That sucks, man.
I once got a ticket for being at the beach too late. It was like 11:30, and they told us we shouldn't be at the beach. So,
Were you with a lady?
no.
Oh.
I was with some hooligans. All right. Break on the other side. Keep it here.
Me so happy. I struggled to fall asleep last night. I think part of that was maybe because of the large Coke I got from the Mexican restaurant that Tassos and I went to at like 11 o'clock at night.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Very important. Anyway, that game, I mean, so many storylines to come out of it. I don't really know where to begin. I'm so excited for the game Saturday against Canada. I was beefing throughout the entire stream pretty much last night with Thomas in chat, and he's already mentioned that I'm not ready for Saturday, which I feel as though I am very ready. And this team
we are so ready.
I think this team is super prepared for the game on Saturday against Canada.
They've been waiting for this, man. You think this doesn't mean everything to them? I think it does to Canada too. But I think for the U.S., like, even though I don't think this team is the underdog everybody claims, I think they're having that type of mentality going into this game, right? It's a fact that they haven't really proven themselves in the national level like Canada has. I think they're playing this game at Canada as well. I think that's probably a big boom for them as well. So no, I think they're more than prepared. I think this team matches up. You could argue Canada has maybe a little more top end, but like the U.S., man, just the way they play, the style of play, it wears in you for a full 60 minutes. I think they have every good as a chance as Canada does in that game, but we'll get into it more later.
I do think that was the main story from this U.S. Finland game is just how do you play against this U.S. Like if this U.S. team is going to go out and play like that, how do you like put up a full 60-minute effort against them? Like I genuinely don't know if it's possible. They're so physical. They're all of them just dogs on a bone. So much depth, solid defensively. Like, dude,
there's no weaknesses. There's no holes.
There's not any holes on this team, and it's like I don't know how you're gonna when this team comes up and plays their best. I don't see how you can beat them over a 60-minute game. Obviously, the change by Mike Sullivan to put the Kachucks on the line together.
Yeah, that was the move.
We're gonna go forward with that. That's obviously our best line is Brady, Matthew, and Eichel.
Those two are like the Bash Brothers from Mighty Ducks. Every time they're out there, they're hitting everything that moved, man. It was cinema.
It's insane. It's insane. But it was a little nervy early. Just that soft goal by Hellebuck obviously had all of us scratching our heads a little bit, and it was like,
is this playoff Hellebuck we're gonna see? But he locked in after that. He didn't let the face-off shots after that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but he did. He made a couple of big saves after. He made a couple of big saves after, especially in like that first period and a little bit in the second there. He made the saves he needed to. And I saw that PK Subban posted a clip of his live reaction to the Finland goal, and he was so happy. He was that you would have thought he was finished the way he celebrated. He was like, oh, he's leaky. I'm telling you guys. And he posted like, oh, should USA be worried about the goaltending? No, I'm not. I'm not worried about the goaltending. I think I have full faith in Connor Hellebuck.
Of course, the Canadian is going to deflect there. They have Jordan Binnington as their starter, so they're trying to make a story out of this now. But it's like, look, if Hellebuck's off, we got Otter to put in. We got Swayman. It's like if Binnington's off, they got to go to Montembeau or Hill. So I think we're in a much stronger position there. But if anything, I think that early goal for Finland may have been a good thing. I think it kind of woke that U.S. team up, and like the rest of the game, it was night and day.
Yeah, it was an awakening for the U.S. team, and yeah, I think Hellebuck's gonna be the guy for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
If that's his weak goal that he lets in the 1-6 game versus Finland, I'm okay with that. I'm not worried at all about him going forward. I think maybe that was also, in a way, as you just said, how that was maybe good for Team US. I think maybe that was good for him. I think that was maybe like a slap in the face. Like, all right, got to lock in here because you can't be letting in goals like that, especially against Canada. And then my other like really big takeaway from the game last night was how good Austin Matthews and Jack Hughes looked. Yeah. I mean, those two guys. I know the Chucks kind of took over in the third period, but those two were clearly the most dominant players on the ice the entire game.
The production's going to come for them. Yeah.
Yes, dude. And that's what I'm so pumped about for Saturday is because those guys had I know they both had an assist, but a relatively quiet night for a 6-1 finish.
Yeah.
Those guys are going to be scary on Saturday. So I'm excited and ready for them to put a couple in on Saturday night.
Yeah. Once the dam bursts for them, like that could be the most elite connection in this tournament. Definitely up there for sure. And when you got to go up against them and the Tkachuk lines, pretty much almost every other, the majority of shifts, like one of those guys are going to be out there. Like it's hard to beat that for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Finland goes, you know, they tried to lock it down. They tried to keep it close. Like that's how Finland's going to win games in this sort of event is
that defense just can't play like that though. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, like it is a 5-man effort when you're trying to play that way. And, you could just tell that once they tried to break the game open a little bit and loosen up and get away from that because they were chasing the game going into the third period, the U.S. was just able to capitalize. Obviously, the 2 goals in 11 seconds and the 3 goals really by the time the third period was about 3-4 minutes old. You know, there were some, you know, Zach Werenski was quietly impressive to me last night. He finished with 3 assists. I really liked his game. I made the notion on the live stream that, you know, I know they got the 2 power play goals in the third, but the power play just looked pretty discombobulated to me through the first 2 periods.
He should be the quarterback of the first unit over Fox.
He should be the yeah. And I really feel that way. You know, this is a team that is clearly missing the best American defenseman on the planet in Quinn Hughes.
That's the thing. Imagine how much better they'd be if they had him too, but it's always if, right?
Yeah, but then to like
Finland's missing Heiskanen.
Yeah, it feels like you're almost shoehorning Adam Fox into a power play quarterback role that, you know, you need a better distributor of the puck, I think, there. And Werenski would be that guy for me. But other than that, it was a really solid game. I thought Hellebuck was a little shaky, not just the goal he let in, but it felt like some other shots that came his way. He just bobbled a little bit. Like nothing was really like... I think once they went up by a couple of goals, he looked really solid. And I'm talking about the third period, really. I mean, I know Finland didn't generate a whole lot. But there were moments where I thought I was holding my breath a little bit, being like, man, is this guy going to let in another stinker or not?
Maybe it's the fact that he looks like Dutch Vanderland's just not sure if his plan's going to work out there. I don't know. Maybe that's it.
I think he had a couple of solid blocker saves. I'm just like... I'm not overly worried about it. I think people are making it more of a storyline, especially the Canadian media, just because, I mean, you kind of have to stir up something like that when you see what they just did to Finland. You got to be like, oh, is the best goalie in the world going to be able to deliver? Not his strongest game, but he wasn't tested too much. But I think he made the saves when he needed to. I also, the Fox thing, I agree with you that maybe they should go to Werenski, but also it kind of felt like they had him on a leash a little bit. Like, I don't... If you watch Fox quarterback the power play on the Rangers, he doesn't look the same as he did last night. Like, I feel like they were... Maybe that was part of it, was they didn't want him going north-south, like going to the net or, like, you know, getting in deep too much. So maybe that's part of it, but I agree. I think that it didn't click maybe right away as much as we wanted it to. So a personnel change there could be good. And then I also think Gensel on the, like, I'd rather Jack Hughes on the first unit over Jake Gensel personally.
Yeah. Jack Hughes on the second unit. That was a little odd to me too. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. Yeah.
Just because, like,
Just to balance the power. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you got like Matthews is the trigger man on the first unit. Tasso said it on the stream last night, and it was like clearly they were looking to try to get the puck to Austin
That
Matthews.
Hughes setting him up. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like, well, then if you're not really leaning on Gensel as like the main trigger man, what's the point? Like, have your most creative player on the team in Jack Hughes out there on the first unit.
And they've been playing on the same line, even strength that looks so dangerous together. Get them in the power play, more time and space, they cook.
I completely agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that makes too much sense, man.
So yeah, I think if we were the coaches, we'd be putting Hughes in and Werenski out there on PP1. I was making a little time on the peeper, if you will.
Peeper.
Yeah.
I was making jokes in the live stream if I was GM of this team that Vlasic could be their favor, and he proceeds to get an assist on the Boldy goal. So he actually had a pretty good game. So to give him credit, but
that one came back to bite you really quick.
Yeah, and that was like the biggest goal of the game. That, you know,
it was like that was the game breaker.
Goal.
It's like that's when they took the lead. They did it like they looked like a different team. Like because Finland was hanging in there, they had that belief, but that belief was kind of evaporated there once that went in. Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. Other than that, I thought Barkov was clearly the best player for Finland, and then after that, it was kind of a steep drop off.
Yeah.
I didn't notice at all? Mikko Rantanen. I gotta say, I mean, I know looking at this early tournament results so far, Mitch Marner scoring an OT winner, showing up in the clutch, and then Rantanen being a ghost so far. I don't know. And I must say, Marner does look pretty good in that red there. So I know I've been on the Rantanen trade for most of this show, but it might be starting to shift a little bit.
We can do some Mitch Marner talk too, and once we get to the Canada game. Can we play the Matthew Tkachuk clip though? It's a short one.
Oh. Yeah. One final one for you. Now Canada awaits on Saturday night. How often have you thought about this opportunity when you knew the schedule would be this way?
I think I've thought about this game for 9 years, so we'll be ready for it.
Yeah, I mean...
That got me up on my feet in Burrito House last night.
We've been waiting 9 years for this. You're goddamn right. You think this U.S. team isn't ready? They're sick of being Mr. Second Place to Canada all the time. Their time is done. It's over. This is your time. Now go out there and take it. That's what I want them to do. Just play the Herb Brooks. I know this wouldn't be a miracle, so maybe it's not the same, but I would still play the Herb Brooks speech for the game tomorrow. Get these guys as jizzed up as you can.
All right, everybody, welcome back.
Hi.
Second period about to get underway.
Hey, everyone. We are so back. We are so back. We're about to get back underway here in this Finland-Sweden matchup. Finland's up 2-1. Not going to lie, I'm kind of hoping for a boring second period. Dare I say. I should actually check the live line. If you like Sweden, you could probably get them at a nice price right now. Sweden's plus 124 to win this game.
Oh, they've put Linus Ullmark in the game.
Wow.
That's really interesting. I wonder if something happened. William Nylander almost repped that.
Yeah, what the hell? Why is Ullmark in? Also, why wasn't he in to start? Huh. Live goal total 6.5. Woof. Is that Barkov's stick that's like snapped there? Yeah. Finland's got like 4.5 guys out there on the ice. Ooh, William Nylander almost just walked it. Oh, that's awkward. He should try to kick that. Instead, he just kind of covered up. I need to pull Chad up here.
The internet is unmatched. Rantanen now has as many goals with Team Finland in 4 periods as he has with the Carolina Hurricanes in 18.
Oh, my gosh. Oh!
Whiffed on that one.
Finland's got to get off the ice here. They need to get this out of the zone badly. If you ice the puck when you break a stick, you can go get a new stick, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Willie doesn't want to shoot for some reason. Shots deflected up out of play. Pretty dominant first couple minutes here for Sweden. Fellas, what are some good things to do in Chicago? I'm trying to book a trip for like 5 to 7 days, but I need to find some shit to do other than 1 or 2 Hawks games. Dude, there's so much shit to do in Chicago. I mean, if you're big into food and restaurants, I can give you a fucking laundry list of good ones to check out.
Live music, museums.
Yeah, a lot of museums. Museum of Science and Industry, the Art Institute.
Awesome Music City.
Awesome Music City. Have you ever been, Tassos, have you ever been to the, like the Chicago History Museum?
I have, yeah.
It's fucking awesome. But then there's also like touristy shit to do. Like you could go, which
Magnificent Mile, Navy Pier.
Yeah, the Bean. You could go to the top of the Sears Tower, Willis Tower. I've never done that. I've never been up on the sky deck up there.
Oh, I have. It's pretty cool. I did that when I came to like visit in high school, though.
Just
Haven't done it since
walking,
moving here.
just walking around downtown is beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like, if you're here for like 5 to 7 days, I'd like check out different neighborhoods. Like,
Yeah.
I'd do a day where you're like downtown, then I'd do a day in like Logan Square, a day in West Loop,
Wicker.
day in Wicker. Yeah, I mean, you could just walk around Wicker for an entire day and just like shop and eat and drink. Yeah, dude, there's so much shit to do in Chicago. There's like always something going on.
There's other sporting events too. You could go see like a Bulls game.
Pretty dominant start to the second period here for Sweden. Yeah, and Thomas, you can ask us again, like once once we're closer to next year and you're thinking about specific weeks, we'll give you some info. All right, Finland's finally got the puck in their O zone. That was Montempalo carrying that thing in. Yeah, if you're a baseball fan, you should check out Wrigley. It's pretty fucking cool. And you can get tickets for pretty cheap. Especially if you go to like a weekday game. Finland with some pressure here. Lindell looks for Line. Line's got it behind the net. Back up to the point. Barkov, nice move. Rips one. Oof. I don't think Olmark really saw that one there. Yeah, they should try to get some shots on this guy. He just came in. Just like rip him. Rantanen almost loses it. Raquel plays the body on him. Sweden fails to get it out of the zone, though. Barkov behind the net to Rantanen. Oh, Rantanen almost found Barkov. And then Lehkonen was able to get a shot off. Good save, Olmark. Yeah, there isn't a huge... right after I said that, I was like, I don't know when... Because it's like playoffs. It's like beginning of the season or end of the season.
Yeah, you can go at the end of the season when baseball's just starting.
Yeah.
And it's cold as heck out. Have you been to like a baseball game when it's freezing out?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I have. It's miserable.
I've been to a couple games at Wrigley that I went to one like 2 years ago with a bunch of my buddies from home, and it was like one of the hottest days of the summer. It was like 90 something degrees and we were in the bleachers. I think we left after like the 6th or the 7th. It was just insane. Like people just had like their shirts off and shit. It was brutal. Another save from Olmark. He's getting warmed up now here. He's getting into this game.
I've heard some complaints about this. And like just the amount of like delayed puck drops from the referees so far in this is crazy.
It is, and we've mentioned it. We were whining about it. I feel like all game for the USA Finland game.
This game has been a lot too.
Yeah.
Like, just drop the puck.
Yeah, what is that all about?
Nobody came to watch the refs.
Thomas's girlfriend got him a pack of Bedard rookie cards for Valentine's Day. That's pretty solid. Justin said to check out Guaranteed Rate. Bro, nobody's watching that poverty team. I actually have talked about going to a Sox game this year with some of my coworkers, Justin, for like, and Sweden scores. Rasmus Dahlin right in front of the net. My under's cooked. Let's see. Some nice cycle. Raymond just throws one to the net. Lankinen. Oh my God.
One-handed pass.
That was pretty soft from Lankinen.
Look at this. One-handed.
Yeah. That was a nice play by Eriksson. 2-2. We've got ourselves a game. Oof. Almost a quick response from Finland. Montenpalo with a nice shot. Steered wide by Olmark. Hens with a bad pass. Puck leaves the zone. Sox games are so worth it if you pre-game food. I think I'd want to go to try the food.
Yeah, I was going to say that's kind of an L take because Guaranteed Rate has some of like the best stadium food in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
There is good food around it, but you know.
I've not been to a Sox game since I was maybe 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, I went to one this year.
How was it?
This is good.
They get walked.
Yeah, but I went to go see the Blue Jays.
Oh, true. Nice.
So I was glad they got walked. It's offside.
I love their brats. Someone unknown boy says in chat. Pre-game at Rico Benes. Last time I went to a Sox game was to see Ohtani. Been to so many Sox games. They're fun. And not last year. Yeah, it's like the worst team ever. Everyone up. I went to my first Bears game this year. My first regular season Bears game. It was week 1 against the Titans. It was pretty electric. My Bears. How do we think the Bears are going to be this year, chat? How do we feel about Ben Johnson? I'm so interested to see how we are, but then also how the Lions look after losing Ben Johnson. And I think they lost their DC. So we're going to see if Dan Campbell's actually a good coach or if he was just a Ben Johnson merchant. What is this commercial? Is it a car commercial? 4 weird. You guys live streaming the game tonight? I don't know.
We've bandied the idea back and forth.
Yeah. We like kind of want to watch it at the barn.
Here, I'll put a poll in chat.
Well, obviously chat's going to want us to fucking stream it.
Are you? Are you sickos going to want us to stream it?
Why would they not? This has been fun. The chat doesn't gain anything from us going to a bar to watch it. That's a strictly us thing for our viewing pleasure. I'm not going to lie. Like, I did really want to go to the barn because I kind of wanted my parents to come down and, like, watch it with us. And also, it'd be nice if my dad would pick up that tab. That'd be pretty nice for us. But, I just feel like fucking dog shit, bro. And I know you do too, Tassos.
Yeah, I kind of felt terrible. So I don't know if I'd rather do this or be at a bar.
Yeah.
I might hate, I might hate being at a bar right now.
Yeah. Fuck, but the atmosphere is going to be so electric. I wish I didn't feel this shitty. I'm going to say no in this thing and see. Oh, it's 50-50. Oh, no. It's immediately going in favor of yes. I voted no. I'm working. How'd you get Saturday? Karen picked up for me, big dog. I can't believe it. She worked a double yesterday, and then she's working another double today. But it's because she's going to France on fucking Wednesday, so I think she just wanted money. But yeah, she was...
We're gonna need to figure out who in the...
I know Thomas wants me to stream.
Yeah, Thomas wants to rub it in your face.
Be careful what you wish for, buddy. I'm going to be fucking on your ass. Pause. Whoa. Crazy thing to say. Take that back. I'm going to be on you. You're sick right now? Yeah, me and Tassos are both.
Yeah, we need to figure out who brought this illness to us.
I started feeling it last night, like in the middle of my shift. Like I could feel like the post nasal drip. Like I could feel it in the back of my throat. Woof. Pause. Feel better. Thank you, Rowan.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't Justin from college. It was either Lee or Raven that brought this in here.
Yeah, Thomas, we know what it is. We know what's happening tonight. We've signed up for it.
Didn't love that from Granlund.
Yeah, it was pretty ugly. It would be sick if... I'm not even going to keep saying it, because every time I say it, something bad happens. Not Raven, my goat. Definitely wasn't Justin. We're not sleeping enough, dude. For me, I know it's my lack of sleep. Like having a couple drinks after I get off work and then waking up to come here. It's like not good for my immune system at all. You don't have to be sick to get others sick. That's such a, like, my mom thing to say. You're right, though. But that is something my mother would say. Nice hit there from Lindell. This line's had some jump today. Line A with the Florida Jets. Puck goes out of play into the Sweden bench. Shots are 11-9 in favor of Sweden. 10 minutes, 35 seconds left in the second period. We're like halfway through this game. It's been physical. It's been fast. So are y'all Sox or Cubs fans? Well, Tassos is a Toronto fan. I'm pretty fair weathered, honestly. Like if the Sox got really good, I'd probably cheer for them too. I'm not a baseball guy, but I'd say I'm a Cubs fan. That 2016 run was special. I watched them a lot in high school just because they were so good. Yeah, I skipped school for Game 7 and came down to Wrigley with like all my friends in high school and like a few of our dads, and that was like one of the best nights of my life, honestly. Like one of my favorite. Oh, I thought that squeezed in for Sweden there. Yeah, one of my favorite sports memories for sure. It was fucking pandemonium. Like I'll never forget that. And I also went to like, I don't remember which game it was, but it was against the Dodgers in the 2016 run, and the Cubs catcher hit a grand slam. I was fucking crazy. So yeah, I'd say I'm a Cubs guy. The Sox are just the Reinsdorf. It's just so poverty, like horrible owners. Responsible for CHSN, just does not care, does not give a fuck about the team or the area, or it's all about the dollar. I've been to football games and a basketball game, but it wasn't my choice. The only game nobody ever got me a ticket to was hockey, the only sport I watch. That's a shame. Family doesn't watch hockey. That 2016 Jake the Snake Arrieta season was so awesome. Yeah, he was disgusting. Cubs bullpen that year was sick too. We had to roll this Chapman. And then it was like Arrieta and Lester and Hendricks. They had a sick rotation. That roster was unbelievable. It was fun to watch. I do enjoy watching playoff baseball. You just could not pay me to the regular season baseball is just so fucking boring, man. Like I can get into it if I go to a game. I understand the sport, you know. I just think it's so boring. It's so slow. I played baseball Tassos, what sports did you only play hockey growing up?
Lacrosse too.
You played lax? Okay. I like played pretty much everything for at least like a year. I was too ADHD. I could not play I played like a couple years of baseball. I think I played like T-ball and coach's pitch. And I was just like, dude, this shit is so fucking boring. Because I was a soccer guy, so baseball was just too damn slow for me. Crosby has to lose at some point, rightly. Just pure statistical probability. Trust the math. I could see Canada like narrowly edging tonight, and then the U.S. beating them handily in the finals. But I could also see the U.S. just winning both games. I don't know. We'll see. I do stand by my point where like I think if the Canadian offense runs through Crosby, I don't think it's going to be good enough. I think McDavid has to come alive and contribute a couple of goals tonight, whether it's assisting or scoring. And I think he will. That is my biggest concern tonight with Canada is McDavid having a relatively quiet game against Sweden. The same reason why I love Matthews and Jack Hughes to do something big tonight. Oh, wow. Sweden scored. Fuck, man. Erik Karlsson. That's 5. Damn, that's not good for me. Fuck.
I said unless the score stays like this the rest of the game.
That's true. The score stays like this for the rest of the game. I am sitting pretty. I just don't see it happening. There's been consistent goals. Wrong read on the under. The book needs to fucking figure it out then and adjust. Like, they can't just keep handing overs away every single game. Everybody bets overs. Like, literally everyone across every sport always clicks over. I want to get into hockey now.
These stoppages in play are killing me.
Yeah. What, with the clock or just in general?
Yeah, with the clock.
Sorry for that noise. Jeez. I'm just so congested. I'm not really even congested. I'm just like sinusy. I don't feel good. Finland trying to get something going here. Came into this period up 2-1, kind of let it go. Like, they just didn't have it this tournament, honestly. Like, this was their game. You get up early, 2-1, and then you sit on it. You park the bus for the rest of the game. They just don't have it defensively. It really would have been interesting to see how different they would have looked with Heiskanen. Like, I still think the U.S. would have beaten them if they had Heiskanen. But, like, who knows? Those first two periods that are, like, when it's so close and they're up 1-0 and then it's 1-1, like, who knows if they could have had a couple more opportunities with Heiskanen back there. I don't know. Yeah, Heiskanen was a huge loss, absolutely. Thomas, I also never played hockey. Hockey was the only sport I never played. I think it was because when my dad was trying to get us to learn to skate as like really young kids, my brother got like a horrible concussion and it like scared me. And so I was like, I don't want to do this shit. Because I was just like a little kid.
You want to have a little story time?
Yeah.
So the first time I ever went ice skating in my life, I was maybe 7 years old. I started a little late. So I'm in suburban Toronto. Well, I mean, not really suburban. I mean, people here would call it the suburbs, but I'm in Kitchener, Ontario, where the Kitchener Rangers play. They wear a jersey similar to the one you're wearing. And I got my first pair of skates in Canada at a Play It Again Sports up in Canada. And got my first pair of skates. Went to, there was a rink in the John Galt Mall in Kitchener. And I go there, and Lee, I step onto the ice for the very first time, and a guy is walking off, like, just gushing blood from his hand. Like, I guess he had fallen and cut himself. And he's, like, just immediate, like, as soon as I'm walking out to step on the ice, and this guy's walking off, like, just drenched in blood.
I'm good.
And I went back. No, I went out there, and that was my first time skating. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, dude, my brother, like, just fell, obviously, and hit his head so bad he had to, like, go to the hospital, and they thought he was going to be, like, brain damaged and have, like, memory loss from it. It was fucking, like, horrifying. I was probably, like, 4 or 5, you know.
And then much to their surprise, you ended up being the brain damaged one.
Yeah, true. Me and my brother both have concussion history, though, so that explains it. You ever had a concussion?
Yes. I had one from falling out of bed as a kid. And smacked my head on a nightstand, like a bedside table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fell out of my mom's van when I was like really young and had one.
While it was moving?
No. It was like we were leaving a friend's house and like the door was open. I don't know what I was doing. I was a dumbass, like wild little kid, energetic ass little kid. I just like fell and hit my head. And then I had another one in middle school. Actually, I had another one like when I was a young kid at Coco Kia Water Park in Rockford. I was like on a tube slide with my friend and his dad, and I like smacked my head on on the side of the slide. And then as I got older and I had another concussion in middle school, I know like what the symptoms like and what it's like. And I was definitely concussed that time too. But then in middle school, I was like roughhousing with like a bunch of our friends, and my friend's like little brother, we were like playing football in a basement in Galena, and he kneed me in the head. And then the next day we were like outside and we were like swinging on these branches, and one came down and hit my head. And I didn't have any concussion symptoms until like 3 days later when I was at school, and my vision started to go blurry and I like couldn't speak. It was like super scary. They're like, yeah, dude, you're cooked. My cousin and best friend both had like 9 in high school alone, dude. Yeah, it's horrible. I got a nasty concussion at work over the summer. Had like 6 from football, woof. Rowing and skate. Justin started playing around 6 and 7 as well. You guys are some late bloomers. Did you ever have any ambitions to play like in college or anything?
Me?
Yeah.
I played at DePaul.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of games. Then they tried to make me a healthy scratch after I had scored 2 goals in the first 3 games of the season. And they're like, you're going to be a healthy scratch. And I was like, okay, so that means I don't need to come to the game. I'd never been healthy scratched ever in my life. And I go, oh, so I don't have to come to the game then? And he's like, the coach goes, no, you have to like come and like help set the game up. You know what I mean? Like help out. And I was like, I quit.
It's funny. A little bit of adversity for young Tassos.
And the team was brutal. I'd scored in every preseason game we played too. And I was like, whatever, dude. You're going to healthy scratch me for some kids that suck.
That's pretty whack. I decided, like, I think, like, maybe junior year of high school that I wasn't going to try to play soccer in college just because I didn't want to go to, like, another... I went to a small private school my whole life. I didn't want to go to another one in college to play, like, D3 soccer. I was like, no, I'm good on all that. I'm going to go to a big college. Woof. High school was my peak. Maybe could have played club in college. Beer league in the future for me. Justin Lynch, beer league legend. Damn, all the everybody in chat's fucking concussed. Jeez, guys, what are we doing? My school is too good for me to even try out. Where'd he go? Five minutes left here in the second. Hintz wins the draw for Finland.
Did you notice that each like face-off dot has the 4 flags? Mm-mm. Like, look at the dots.
I see it now.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cute of them. It's ACHA D1, so basically NCAA D3.
Yeah. Not basically. There's still a bit of a gap. I know guys who play like ACHA Division 1 hockey, and they're like, oh, I played Division 1 hockey. And it's like, no, you didn't, bud.
Oh. Finland needs to get something going, man. Or maybe not. Just play tired and lackadaisical so that my bets can hit.
So I have no interest in doing anthem talk, but I'm going to read this just because I feel like it's worth noting. From Cam Robinson on Twitter. I think he works for Elite Prospects. Hold on, I need to nail this puck drop. And then I'll read the tweet. Texting with an American player who asked to remain anonymous. I asked how he felt about the U.S. anthem being booed. Quote, don't love it. Makes you kind of cringe to see that. I then asked what he thought of the continued threats of annexation and the president calling the Canadian prime minister, quote, governor. Yeah, when you look at it from that side, I wouldn't like another country threatening to swallow up mine, especially one as big as the U.S. would probably do more than boo an anthem. That's from a member of Team USA, an unnamed member of Team USA.
Yeah, we'd fucking raise a coup.
Yeah. If Canada was like, oh, why don't you guys become the 14th province?
I am not someone like who gets super salty over it, to be honest with you.
Well, that's because you're not Canadian.
No. I don't get super salty over the anthem getting booed.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like, I just don't like. I understand that like veterans fight for freedom and stuff, but it's like, dude, the U.S. has been a big bully on the global stage forever. You can't cry when your anthem gets booed after all the shit that has been said about Canada. Oh, wow.
They scored.
Finland scores. So the under's cooked, but Finland plus 1.5 is very much alive. Capo Caco, the healthy scratch from the first game.
Gets in the lineup.
Gets in the lineup and scores one. Big goal. Barkey here. Nice play from Rantanen. Who was that pass? Oli Mata, Blackhawks legend with a sick primary assist. Damn, he put that thing on a dot. And Sweden's got to do better there defensively. Like, surely you got to know where that puck's going. It's kind of bad positioning there from Ekholm. I guess he didn't want to be stepping on his netminder, but I like it. Gives the U.S. boys more motivation. Yeah. That's exactly like if I was playing and they were booing the anthem, I'd be like, let's go. Like, I'm taking that personally.
To be honest with you, I don't think they really care. I thought it would at first, and now I don't think they care.
No, I think some of these guys are kind of like.
You know what I've learned from
American
being around
pride.
the game a lot is like these guys are just hockey players, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like they're not like there are some guys I guess that are like deep thinkers,
yeah.
But a lot of them are just hockey players. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I think like there's a lot of people online that are like, the U.S. guys should be upset. So they're like, you're right. I am pissed off about that. I hope they boo the anthem. Like, I think it just adds to the spectacle.
Oh, don't worry, they will.
It adds to the spectacle and the situation. Like, I like it. Like, if I'm a U.S. player, I'd want that environment to be so hostile. It would fire me up so much. Like, I hope you boo my anthem. Now I'm going to come kick your ass on your turf.
I need to find a way to turn this off right now.
Like, even if you don't care, just use it as fuel. Tom Brady talked about, like, he'd always talk about finding things that, like, would piss him off. Like, he'd look for anything. He'd be like, they said what about me? Yeah, I agree with you, Justin. I do think that the Kachuk boys are, like, given their political leanings and stuff, they're, like, fired up about it. And yeah, I do think that'll serve Team USA well. Did booing of anthems ever happen with other country rivalries in the past? I mean, I'm sure it has in like different sports, but I'm sure it's always just has to do with, the relationship between the countries politically, not because of like the sport. MJ would make up fake scenarios in his head and use that for motivation. Yeah, because he was a delusional gambling addict.
Apologies for the rattling in the background. We We have furnaces in here to keep this place warm. I think we've talked about this before, but the handle on the one in the living room broke. So we have no way to adjust it on or off, and sometimes it just kind of rattles like this. But it is just as annoying for us as it is for you guys, probably more so.
Big D-zone draw here for Finland. They win it. Mikkola fails to get it out of the zone, though. Nylander tries to get the cycle going. Finland clears. Hedman falls to the ice and drops his stick. Kicks it into the Finnish zone. 1 minute left here in the second. Shots are 15-13 in favor of Sweden. This is like anyone's game. I know Sweden has probably been slightly the aggressor, but it's pretty close. It's been physical. Still feels like it doesn't have like quite the amount of energy that I thought it would, to be honest with you, but Lindell with the shot from the point. 21 seconds left. Finland getting bodied? I don't think so. I don't think they're getting bodied. Shots are pretty even. I think Sweden's got some more possession time, but it's not like they're getting grade A chance after grade A chance. Do you guys think there will be a fight in tonight game?
There should be.
I don't know if it'll be like a drop the gloves fight, but I think there'll be a lot, like several kerfuffles.
I think there's about a 20% chance we see an actual fight in the game.
Between who?
I could see Brady dropping the gloves.
I was going to say Brady, but then who's his dance partner?
Sam Bennett.
I don't know. I think they're probably buddies.
Brady and Bennett?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not Matthew.
I know, but I feel like Brady spent a lot of time around that team this summer.
Oh, Matthew Tkachuk and Drew Doughty? I know Thomas said Brady and Doughty.
Fuck, I forgot about
but
Matthew
Tkachuk and Drew Doughty would be crazy.
That was like why I fell in love with Matthew Tkachuk when he first came into the league. Because I've like, oh no, Sasha Barkov's fucking limping. Come on. That sucks, man.
All right, well, big third period. We're going to hit a break here really quick just so we can maybe try and quiet this furnace here a little bit. And set you guys up for a really fun third period. Tied at 3 going into the third.
Let's go.
That to me would be more of like why you would think about the United States being able to, capitalize more on that because, when it didn't go well for Canada, it really didn't go well. We could talk about the injury to Shea Theodore right now before we.
Yeah, that's a loss. Now they got Thomas Harley on standby. And probably McCarr's not
He's
practicing.
Yep.
He didn't practice today.
Yeah, it'll probably be okay though. But it's like I want to hear an excuse if he's out though, because like we're without our best defenseman. Finland's without their best defenseman. So anyway, he'll probably be fine. But yeah, Theodore, that is a big loss for them. So we'll see how they're able to fill that for sure.
Yeah, Theodore broke his wrist. He is out week to week. He only really got to play like 6 minutes of the Four Nations. There was a quote.
Do we have any idea what the timeline is?
It's just week to week. Normally a broken wrist is like 4 to 6, maybe, but it could be a little sooner than that.
I'm sure Vegas is thrilled about that.
Yeah, I'm sure they are too. So Thomas Harley was told to be on standby in Boston for a potential replacement for injury. And now the NHL has granted Team Canada permission to have Thomas Harley there tomorrow in the instance that Cale Makar is unable to go.
Please.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure I have it right. Yeah. NHL Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly says the league and the NHLPA spoke today and have agreed, given circumstances, that Thomas Harley can come in and join Team Canada in case Cale Makar illness can't play Saturday night. So that is the tweet, and that is the scenario. And now Travis Sanheim draws into the lineup, and that to me is like the difference between Shea Theodore and Travis Sanheim is a large one.
Yeah, for your 6 defenseman, yeah, that's a huge difference there for sure. I'm not even sure why Sandheim's even there. Like, you tell me they didn't have better defensemen, like, I don't know, Mackenzie Weegar or somebody they could have brought. I don't know.
Sandheim's like, I probably would have picked 5 guys ahead of Travis Sandheim.
Do you still have him? You still have him or Evan Bouchard?
It's close. It's close, but I'm thinking like Mackenzie Weegar. Honestly, like, imagine what drawing like Chris Tanev into this lineup would do now.
Just, block shots merchant. Yeah. PK guy.
Brandon Montour, even, right? A lot of people aren't going to love this take, but like Darnell Nurse maybe over Travis Sandheim, like.
If Darnell Nurse is going to be this tournament, then Seth Jones should have been there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that one, but
Alex Vlasic.
Justin.
He can't help himself.
I'm rallying you guys up.
I was gonna say,
I'm rallying you guys up.
No, I don't know. You're just sounding goofy, but I don't know. I think that's going to be a big deficiency for Canada tomorrow is loss of Theodore.
It must be said, like early on in the game, it looked like they were going to run away from them. Obviously, you get that early power play goal, but it's like it took Sweden like 15 minutes just to get a shot on goal.
It was like 17 minutes.
It's like they were cosplaying as the Blackhawks out there. It was like it wasn't even a game. But man, once they figured it out, man, it's like Sweden was the better team for like 2 periods of that game. They honestly were. I mean, Canada blew a multi-goal lead, and it's like even that overtime, I thought they got more chances, but Canada just got that one look. And Mitch Marner is already more clutch with the Maple Leaf in red than he is the Maple Leaf in blue. So that's kind of funny as well. Yeah.
So we can talk about Mitch Marner now a little bit too, or do we want to play these Crosby quotes before we have a Mitch Marner discussion? So Raven, can we hear from Sid first?
Sid, you can tell fans in this country, and I'm sure the players as well, have waited about 9 years for a moment like we got here tonight. How will you remember this night, and what was it like to be a part of?
Special. I mean, atmosphere. Played in this building many times in the playoffs, but tonight it was pretty cool. Just an unbelievable game and unbelievable skill and talent out there. It was some great hockey.
You got an incredible reception when you were announced in the starting lineup before the game, and it seemed like you let out a bit of an exhale. What were you thinking then? Yeah,
I think just grateful to be in this position to play in these big games, with this group and in front of this crowd. So it's a special place, and to get an ovation like that, you dream of playing in games like this. So it was really special. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, he's the GOAT. He is the greatest player to ever wear the Team Canada jersey, for sure.
I think this is something that we need to talk about for the game on Saturday is like that building was rocking early and those guys came out on fire. And as you mentioned, they kind of not fell apart, but they, lost some juice as that game went on. I think that if Canada is going to win this game on Saturday, they're going to have to put in 2 in the first 15 minutes of the game. Like,
if the U.S. take the lead, they take control.
If they don't go into the first intermission leading, I don't think there's any chance they win this game. Just because that building's going to be rocking early. But then if USA is able to get their footing and
get the crowd out of it,
able to score a couple on Binnington and late first, second, it's going to be a tough night. It just is. And I think another big key for Canada is, and I guess more so for USA, is not taking penalties and trying to keep that power play off.
That's where you lose the game, because that Canada power play is automatic, man. Like there's nothing you can do to stop it. Suddenly I feel a lot less confident Hellebuyck if he's able to face that power play a bunch of times. So yeah, play discipline, which is definitely a tricky thing because we like to play. We have that physical dog and a ball mentality, but there's got to be a line, right, that you kind of don't cross there. So for sure, the refs are gonna give any chance get that Canadian power play some looks.
Can we hear Connor McDavid next about Sid?
So, Connor, when you envisioned playing on a team with Sidney Crosby, is that kind of the performance you were thinking you'd be getting from him?
Yeah, I think so. Really impressive. Obviously started right from the start with a great play on the power play there. Just great all night. Amazing to watch.
When it comes to that power play, what's it like knowing that you could execute kind of the most creative offensive ideas possible and everybody on that unit can execute?
It's really fun to know that everybody can think on the same level, can execute on the same level. really, really fun. You know, we worked hard at it the 2 days of practice. Obviously, we had 10 seconds of power play time, but we made it worthwhile. So, fun unit to be on. Going to be a lot more work to go, but it was a good start.
Raven, I'm going to send you the Cale Makar one again, even though I sent it to you yesterday. If we could just roll right into that one, too.
He's a gamer. That's why he's Captain Canada. And be able to play with a guy like that, it's truly an honor. And I was saying earlier, you need guys that have big games, and he was able to have a really big game for us tonight. So it's definitely one of the main reasons that we won. He's a gamer.
Yeah. A lot of praise for, but do you get what I mean though? Like hearing those, it's like they defer to him. It's almost
the Crosby show.
Yeah, but like he was all of those guys' idols growing up, you know?
Yeah,
and
it's gotta be interesting for him, yeah.
Where it's like with the
dilemma.
US, like all of these guys grew up together, right? It was
There's
the
not really
national
anybody
team
on this
debut for
team.
a lot of them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like that probably would have been the case if Patty Kane was there. But maybe that's a good reason. I hate to say this, but maybe there's a good reason why he's not there. Where it's like there's not really this figure in the locker room that it's like everybody's kind of on the same page. You've all been playing for each other, right? So there's not this hierarchical system in place in terms of leadership of the U.S. Like everybody's kind of on the same page. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. No, I absolutely. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of an out there take, but I don't even really think so. You know?
Yeah. 4 nations facing off. Clearly, those words of inspiration from Crosby really got his team going.
Let's wrap up the Canada conversation with Mitch Marner, obviously the overtime winner. A player that, to me, you know, for me personally, like I've been a Maple Leafs fan for a long time. I love watching.
Where's that been in the playoffs?
Yeah, and you know what? Like I definitely watch that, and I feel like my take has been validated a little bit, where I said that, you know, for all 3 Maple Leafs in attendance there, you know, Matthews for USA, Marner for Canada, and Nylander for Sweden, that they could use experiences like this to learn and grow from. And like I watched that overtime winner, and that's probably the biggest goal he's ever scored in his life. Correct? Like,
oh yeah, I mean
know.
that place was bumping, man. It was jumping, and he was pretty psyched up about it, as you'd imagine. So that's another positive thing about this tournament too. It's like these early games really set the tone of what to expect. Like these games have absolutely had playoff style atmospheres. It has not been anything like all-star level games. Like these are actual like legit playoff games. That's been great to see. I think for anybody who wanted all-star weekend over this, they're kidding themselves.
I don't think anybody wanted that, but yeah, I definitely, like, for Mitch, it's like, you know, here's the thing, like the perception around Mitch Marner changes a lot with a lot of Maple Leaf. Like Mitch Marner is probably the most polarizing player in the National Hockey League, where like you have some people that think he's incredible and you have some people that think he's just not good enough. You know what I mean? And in reality, like a lot of the people that think he's not good enough are Canadians who woke up yesterday morning thinking he's the second coming. You know what I mean? Because of that moment. When in reality, Mitch Marner's the same guy. You know, like he's always been this kind of player. He's always been really, really good. Like I've said it to you when we talk about him potentially joining the Hawks, that like this is a guy that gets you to the, like he is, if we're talking about like baseball, like wins above replacement, like WAR in baseball, you know, Mitch Marner is probably a 10 to 15 wins above replacement guy in hockey, which isn't
10 to 15 is a little much. 15 is crazy.
I don't think so. I really don't. You put Mitch Marner on this Hawks team, and they probably
imagine him and Bedsy
They're-
together,
the
man.
Hawks
That
are
connection.
brutal. The Hawks are absolutely brutal, dude. Like, how many wins are the Blackhawks on pace to currently finish with?
I'm
You
gonna
know?
guess around 25, 26, maybe a little more.
Let me try
28
and do a
at
little mental
most.
math.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole thing is.
Yeah, I don't think he, you know, increases your
I
win
think you're
percentage by
wrong.
50%.
I think
Maybe it
you're
gets
wrong.
around 35, like maybe like 7.
The
more
Blackhawks
wins.
are on pace for around 30 wins this season. I think they finish with probably 12 more wins. I think they finish with 42 wins if they have Mitch Marner on this hockey
on this team.
On
I
this
was
team.
on next year's team with like more young guns coming in, maybe a couple more
I'm
additions.
saying on
I
this
could-
year's hockey team.
And this year's team, I don't
Someone
know.
get
I don't
this
think
man checked for drugs, alcohol.
I don't think Mitch
something.
Marner alone
Please,
makes this Hawks
somebody
team a
test him.
playoffs.
I don't think you guys really understand that it would like shift other players
This
into
isn't
more
the
appropriate-
NBA.
No, it's not, but he's that dominant of a like he is that dominant of a player.
I know he's good, but just like, I don't know, it's like, and then
What
NHL
happened
normally
is
doesn't work like that.
It's the little things. Like, go back and watch the overtime goal. Like, that play starts before, if you guys remember the 2-on-1 with Jesper Bratt and Willie Nylander.
Yeah, Nylander should have buried that.
But he didn't. But here's why. Like, you watch the play because Mitch Marner is 10-2 going back, and he forces Jesper Bratt to make a bad pass over to William Nylander that he was never going to be able to handle. Then Mitch Marner takes the puck, he gives it to Sid, and he leans into Jesper Bratt a little bit and kind of gives him, you know, not like a hit, but just like leans into him a little bit, like a stick check, right? And then he goes back and then he scores the winner. Like, that's where that play starts. And what people don't understand about Mitch Marner is that he sometimes, and I heard this on another show, but like, he gets criticized for not showing up offensively in the big moments for the Maple Leafs, but it's because he's like hyper defensively aware. Like, he doesn't want to be the guy that lets in the goal that causes a problem. And the Hawks currently don't have anybody like that. But when you have somebody like that, it bleeds into other parts of the lineup. You know, is it going to make Connor Bedard a better defensive player? I don't know. Probably not, to be honest with you, because it certainly hasn't made Austin Matthews a better defensive player or William Nylander. You know, those guys cheat for offense, right?
Or it sure as hell would boost his offensive production to his full potential.
Yeah, it would boost his offensive production, and it would get other guys in the lineup to play a more detailed defense. I think you guys are wrong.
You know, another thing too.
Now we're back. Sir, we are back. Still got a couple minutes left of this intermission. But figured we'd come back and hang out for a moment.
The intermission clip is over.
Well, we didn't have to say that.
They knew that. It was a black screen.
Why do you have to be like this? Why do you have to do this to me? Don't fucking yell at me. What do you think for this third period? I don't know why this game is like not done it for me. It is 3-3 heading into the third. Finland's obviously a slight dog here. I think if you're taking Sweden live right now at minus 160, my coworker's being a fucking asshole right now. I think if you're taking Sweden live right now at minus 160, you're a fool. TBH. What are some other props worth a look right now? Live total goals is 8.5. That's crazy. I guess you're banking on both teams to score one more and then it go to overtime is the way that happens. Looking at this now, Canada, Finland on Monday, the total goals is 5.5. That's crazy. Especially if Finland's going to have nothing to play for. The off chance Canada needs it. Like, how is Canada not going to score 7 on them? Those overs might be worth taking now. Jeepers. Jeepers. Sick jersey. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Mr. Albrecht. If Canada don't score 6 against Finland, that's horrible. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, literally, how is that line 5.5? The only way that goes under is if Canada wins tonight in regulation and just doesn't need to try. But like, even if they don't need a try, I still think that goes over. I guess maybe it's set that way because they don't think Finland are gonna like score at all, which I guess makes sense. Which checks out a little bit. I don't know, man. All right, we're back underway. Third period. Scores 3-3. This is anyone's game. A lot on the line here for both these teams. Finland has to win this. You'd almost think, oh my gosh, they almost just started with a goal. That was a sick feed from Rantanen. Good to see Barkov's back out there. Hopefully that was nothing serious. I don't know why we didn't. I'm a fucking idiot for not turning the volume on intermission to hear them talk about it a little bit. They mixed up the lines here. It's Rantanen and Barkov with Kakko now. Kakko went from being a healthy scratch to playing with the two best players on the team. Good for him.
He's been good since going over to Seattle.
Yeah, he has. It really was a scenery thing. I think they just like didn't have faith in him in New York, to be honest with you. And then he's gotten, he's been playing on the first line a lot in Seattle. In Kraken town.
Squidland.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say Fishville. In Fishville. Shots are 16-14 in favor of Team Sweden. Granlund battling here. Finland gets the puck to center ice and then sends it deep into Sweden's zone. Goes for a change. A little battle along the boards. Center ice. The Panthers plus line A line out for Finland. Lundell might be in here. Ooh. Tries to go close side. Olmark had it locked down. I also don't hate the U.S. like either Canadians seem to. Other Canadians. Like others Canadians. There was no punctuation or anything there, so I read it wrong. I rock with the U.S. Nah, we don't want to hear that. I want to see hatred out of you. That's because you haven't lived here like a regular white, unprivileged life while paying taxes the entire time. I think there's a lot worse countries to live in than the United States. That's what I think. All right, Finland clears it out of their zone. Bit of a slow start outside of that one really good chance that Finland had. I feel like he's kind of had a quiet game, Tassos, is your boy, Willie. Oh.
He has had kind of a quiet game.
I really did see him being like the kind of catalyst for this team's success, but uh-oh. My audio cut out in my headphones for a second. No, it's okay. It's okay, guys. I'm also just my brain is so slow today and scrambled. I'm exhausted. I can't read. I can't read in general. I can't read or spell. Finland win the draw in the ozone. Mikkola sends it deep. The Haula. So this is Haula, Lehkonen, and Teravainen. I would imagine this is kind of like their fourth line now. Good to see that they're mixing up lines a little bit. I think Sweden's doing the same thing. What is this? Forsberg, Pettersson, Raquel? They mixed it up a bit too. What? Yeah, wait, what is this? Oh, you know why this is so weird is
At least Barkov is out there looking fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that was worrisome.
Oh yeah.
Tavo should be in the top 6. He hasn't done shit today. But I will say against the US, he looked like one of their more creative, more dangerous forwards. Politics talk on CHR goes wild. It's all garbage. No Linos. Hi, Xavier Brown. Hi, buddy. I hope you're having a good Saturday.
Is that a buddy of yours?
Yeah.
Oh.
So is Connor James. I sent it into a group chat and told them to come in.
Oh. You should tell him to smash that subscribe button, too.
Yeah, smash the subscribe button if you guys, Connor James, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel. I'll kill you if you don't.
Hit the thumbs up on the stream right now.
Connor James said, weird amount of politics just to say the U.S. piping Canada tonight. That's what I'm saying. All this extra nonsense. At the end of the day, it's U.S. by 1 million. So already sub, bruh. Like 4 months now. Thank you, Connor. Connor, you did follow CHR very early on, I will say. I remember I did an early live stream in this, or an early post game in the season when we I think we won in Edmonton at the beginning of the season. I was at Connor's apartment doing it on Zoom. True story. Honestly, dude, if the US pipes Canada, I won't be able to do anything but laugh. I mean, I'm going to be screaming at you all stream. You're not even going to want to join the streams on Monday and Tuesday if we pipe Canada. You know I'm going to be on you. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not. You know I'm not kidding, but I know you're going to be an annoying little stinker if Canada wins.
Ref down.
15 minutes left here in the third. Oh, shot from the point goes wide. It looks like, I don't know, this game just doesn't have like a pace to it that like you would think it would, with big rivals being tied 3-3 in the tree in the churd. But it just doesn't have the juice a little bit. I don't know. USA Canada is going to look like a different sport, I think, to what we've seen here. I also think just the matinee noon game is kind of like, ugh, that sucks.
Yeah, how did Finland get that rough draw of playing on Thursday and then playing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Playing Saturday afternoon. At least, though, for Finland, like, they don't have to play, like, Sweden has to play Canada in Canada and the U.S. in the U.S. And Finland plays each team on the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Finland plays Canada in the U.S.
Yeah,
and the U.S. in Canada.
That's true. Connor says Lee will be on one if this game is even close. Yeah, I will be. Even though I'm, like, a little sick and low energy, I'm going to be fucking freaking out. I'm going to get, like, super anxious, I think, once we get closer to puck drop. Finland is the odd man out, sadly. If Russia was eligible, they wouldn't even be here. Yeah, I mean, true. Because they got piped. Who's going to the peeper here? I was looking at chat. I need a... Chat! Stop having fun and distracting me. Make the call, buddy. What are we doing? What? Okay. That was soft as hell, and then it just cut to Cooper Flagg warming up for Duke Stanford. Let's just watch some Cooper Flagg college hoops here. Wait, Nigeria not qualify? No, Xavier. Nigeria did not qualify. Unfortunately. Not a massive ice hockey country. Silly Xavier. I think that was Barkov who got that penalty. We have no volume, but I'm pretty sure that's who just took that. So watch out, Finland. That's their best PK guy right there, going to the box. Need the 4 nations, but it's Taiwan, Nigeria, UK, and Australia. What did Holt say on the show the other day?
Something like that. I don't
It
know.
was something like that, but it was like a mix between like countries and states.
And then Texas.
Yeah, it was like Texas and North Korea.
I mean, I know Thomas is kidding, but 3 of those 4 countries have hockey programs.
Mm-hmm.
Taiwan, UK, and Australia. Obviously, Nigeria does not.
4 nations freaking off. What should the 4 nations have been named?
I don't hate the name. Everybody needs to stop whining.
Everyone wants to whine. We just want to whine.
Everybody's just a bunch of complainers.
Yeah. I know, Lamau. They pop up on my IG all the time. Yeah. Look at that little Canadian fan. What's the deal? Buying tickets to this one and then because these games are in the same stadium, right?
Yeah.
Do they kind of just usher everyone out? Do you think people try to hide in the bathrooms?
I have no idea.
Or like, because like all these people that were Team Canada shit on, like they pay for this game and the
Probably.
US Canada game. Especially people sitting 100 level. Like, are you just shelling out that kind of coin for this? It's a lot. And I feel like it's a lot of time to spend in the stadium if you're, I don't know, if you're going to both.
I mean, that's what I did for the college games at Wrigley.
Yeah, but how the first one wasn't at like noon, was it?
No.
No, the games were closer together.
Yeah, they were back to back.
It's going to be like a, 4-hour break between games? Like over 4 hours?
Yeah.
Xavier loves his long drinks. You're drinking a long drink?
You ever had a long drink?
I have.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
Please sponsor the podcast.
Yeah, it'd be sick. We went to Vegas this past year for Xavier's bachelor party, and he got a bunch of long drinks, and I tried them. They were tasty.
Is he divorced now?
No, he's not.
Oh.
I got absolutely ripped at his wedding. It was fun. All right, 45 seconds left in this power play. It looked pretty bad for Sweden, honestly, considering who's in the box for Finland. Setting up the cycle a bit here, though. It's the second unit. Finland clears the zone, sends it the length of the ice. 25 seconds, maybe one more rush for Sweden on this one.
Give me another 10-minute 3-on-3 overtime.
Of course, this is the super slow period when there's been 6 goals scored. That sucks. Could have used this in the fucking second. Guess neither team really wants to make a mistake. Listerinen lost his stick, picks it back up. 2 seconds left on the Finnish penalty kill. Watch out. He could be coming out of the box here. He's got him. Barkov's in. Oh, my gosh. Backhands it just wide. Oh. Forsberg led up there. He could have just crushed Barkov.
Best breakaway player in the NHL, too.
Yeah, true that. It was like an awkward angle. He didn't have a ton of juice. What's a long drink? Gin pre-made cocktail. Uh, 11-12 left in the third. Both teams not really going for it because they don't want to make mistakes. But also, I don't know. Like, if you're Finland, don't you kind of want to step on the gas here? The only team with 0 points in this tournament thus far, you don't want to go to overtime and just get 2 out of this. Or maybe you do just to stay alive, but then it's like tough task playing Canada on Monday. I feel like at this point you're here, you're in this close game. If I'm like a Finnish fan, I'd want them to go for it now.
Pull the goalie.
Yeah, right. maybe not that but like, you know, like, I don't know, defensemen getting high up in the rush. Not that they really have guys that can do that super well. I don't know. They could have Yoki Haru get after it. Four hours of what? Huh? Oh, this is the Barkov chance. Yeah, he just missed it wide. Oh, he was. Oh, that was such a sick play. To control that on his backhand. That would have been the most Barkov goal ever. I fucking love that guy so much. I haven't decided if I'm going to start stacking futures on Florida Panthers Stanley Cup champions again. I did that last year. Obviously won some coin. Justin, get the fuck out of here. I know he's chuckling right now. You silly guy.
He's like, this is going to be really good.
Yeah, I know. He's such a little stinker. Come on, let's see some juice here. It's going to be icing on Finland. These teams are almost playing like, I don't know, like tired, dare I say? Am I reading this wrong, or does this feel a little slow, Tassos?
No, this is a slow hockey game.
I guess overtime will be sick. Hey, chat. I'm gonna tell them what I'm doing for the Saturday recap series. So we've been doing every Saturday we've been posting like the past 3 weekends we've done like best goals from the Stanley Cup runs. Today we're doing like best Blackhawk international moments. So if any of you have any recommendations for those, thus far I've got the Tays World Juniors shootout where he scored 3 against Team USA in like 2007. And then I've got Bedard overtime winner against Slovakia, I think.
Yeah.
And then I just got, I did, Tassos, decide to use Kane's 2 goals in the semifinal of the 2010 Olympics against Finland. But I need 2 more. So if any of you guys have any recs, any big international moments that you think of, let me know. Bedsy Heartbreaker, Tay Shootout, any Kane moment. Dude, that's the thing is like Kane has obviously like a ton of points for the U.S. national team, but he doesn't have like that like massive moment, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the same way with like Keith and Seabrook. I don't know. I should look up like Hossa. Hossa's got to have like a couple. I don't know who else I should do though. I liked when Hossa sang Gangnam Style. Okay. I feel like that might be my coworker who I don't know what his name is in chat. Tay's my favorite player ever. Eternal Pookie. You guys are silly. Trying to stop it. U.S. Canada. Charlie McAvoy's about to have me on my feet. I would love for Matthew Tkachuk to just take a run at Drew Doughty. How many hits? What do you think Brady Tkachuk's hit line is at? I don't think that's something you'd be able to bet on, but what would you set that line at?
8.5.
8.5. That's a pretty good line. That's such an insane amount of hits. Eight and a half. I think they didn't he have like 7 or 6? I think he had 7.
I think he had 8 the last game.
Oh, damn! Then I'd love the over on that one. You gotta assume he's gonna be doing it even more. Finland clears the zone. It's gonna roll for icing though. Sweden's starting to possess the puck here. Not really having any good opportunities on goal, but it's in the Finnish zone. Tkachuk will finish with a combined 6 points and 13 hits. That'd be electric. Would you rather have $5,000 or attend that dinner? That Team USA dinner?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I could really use $5,000.
But imagine the knowledge you'd gain.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'd take the money.
If you were at that dinner, who would you want to sit by?
Mike Modano and Austin Matthews.
Yeah. I could see Austin Matthews being a boring guy if you don't know him.
Yeah, that's probably true too.
Oh! Opportunity here for Finland. Montempalo rips one wide.
This is the most anybody's probably ever said that kid's name in his life.
I know. Aho? Dude, he has not had a good tournament. I'm sorry. Just hasn't moved me. 1 assist, 0 shots this tourney. Just looks like it hasn't clicked for them in the offensive zone. I'm seeing a pretty cool goal for Hossa against France in 2002. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you. Sir, a second Tkachuk has appeared on the U.S. first line. Are you smoking something on live internet? If Showtime was there, I'm taking the dinner. True. I'd want to be by like Eichel and like one of the Tkachuk bros. Or maybe just both Tkachuk bros, to be honest. I think they'd be a hoot. I think I could get them riled up a little bit. Watching Duke warm up again here. Oh my gosh, not the no goals commercial.
How are you going to feel when Cooper Flag is a Toronto Raptor instead of a Chicago Bull? I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to feel any way about it, dude. I do not care about the NBA.
Me neither.
If it isn't LeBron James. I'm not even a Bulls fan. Like, I like the Lakers more than the Bulls.
Oh, God.
Like, I like Luka and LeBron more than anybody on the Bulls. Tavo, Aho, Miko. I think it's too late for them, like, mixing up lines. I don't know.
I agree, though. That should be the line.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Barkey and Rantanen have looked okay.
Call up Jesse Puljujarvi. I'm just kidding.
Why?
Because Rantanen, or it was Aho, Puljujarvi, and somebody else played at the World Juniors together on a line. Kako? No. It was somebody else. Line A. I think it might have been Line A on that line. I don't remember.
Jeez, dude.
But they won gold that year, and Rantanen was on the second line.
Tassos, what are you thinking for in between these games? Nap time?
It might have to be.
Can I snuggle with you in your bed?
Nope.
Okay. Sorry. Figured I'd ask.
Maybe if we got more than one sub during this stream, I'd be more...
Should we do a sleeping stream?
Oh, God. You just keep it live while you nap on the couch?
Uh-huh. Maybe a little Charlie cameo.
What are we doing? Are we streaming the game? Are we
Dude,
going to the bar? I feel terrible.
I feel
right now.
so bad. Like I'm like my eyes are heavy. I'm nasally.
22
I'm exhausted.
votes. 82% yes.
Yeah, of course.
18% no, and I said no in the vote because
I also said no. How many votes were there for no?
it doesn't say.
Oh,
It just tells me percentage.
yeah. So we were probably 2 of like 3 no votes. I do not think I'm gonna be able to like go to a bar as of right now. Maybe if I take a nap and get some shut eye here. But I gotta do that post still, man. Fuck.
I mean, you already know 3 of the 5 things.
That's true. There might not be 5, dude. I might have to go back to like fucking.
I'm sure there's something Seabrook or
90s.
something Keith or.
Dude,
yeah.
I did not see anything.
I bet there's. I bet you there's something Denny Savard.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, Barkov ate one to the face from Pedersen. Did Petey get away with that? Wow, what a lucky dog. That sucks.
Good win.
That was. He snapped that thing back, didn't he? Oh my gosh! Holy shit! A sitter for Rope Hintz. Not going to get a better opportunity than that. Him and Aho have just not impressed this tournament at all. Oh, Carlson. Oh, he missed it by an inch. He sailed it.
Can't score if you don't hit the net.
No. Carlson, that was brutal. Craziness. This feels like it's bound for overtime. I can't see any of this. I'm relying on you. It's terrible. Erik Karlsson just had like a howler of a play in the corner where it just bounced off his stick and just went straight to the front of the net for Rupe Hintz, and he just sailed it over the bar from like 6 feet out. Sorry for sniffling, chat. LeBron embellishes every single thing that happens to himself. Okay, is that still what we're talking about? Aho might be in here. Backhand, nice save.
First shot of the tournament.
Yeah. Oh, good save on line A. Couple of chances there for Team Finland. LeBron embellishes. That's the sport of basketball. Is you drive to the lane, draw fouls. There can't be players like James Harden who exist, and you're talking about LeBron James embellishing. Like, what are we talking about?
Why are we doing NBA talk right now,
Because
brother?
this game is fucking lulling me to sleep. Oh, turnover here by Sweden in their own zone. Finland's starting to get some juice here. 4 minutes left. Shots are now even. It's been a pretty back and forth game. It's just felt slow. Mikkola here carrying it up for Finland. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Barkov. Oh! Oh! Kakko with another great opportunity. Barkov's so good. What a pass. Rantanen shoots wide. Another opportunity. Bounces. Sweden starts coming the other way. Barkov is so good, man. Howler of a shot from Arvidsson. Completely misses the net. Stoppage of play here. Good blocker save from Lincoln. And let's see this Aho chance. Oh, Laine with a little bit of a slew foot. Eriksson Ek did not appreciate that. They're jawing at each other. That's what I like to see. What a little... Laine is such a little bitch, dude. I love that. Eriksson Ek is a tough customer. Like how the refs letting stuff go. Yeah, I mean, you can't be calling shit now. Tie 3-3 with just a couple minutes left. Hintz dumps and chases. Gets away with a trip maybe here. Yeah, he's going to get away with it. Here he is in the corner. Back to Aho. Or not Aho. Granlund. Ekholm waits patiently behind the Swedish net. Yeah, neither team, I don't know. It kind of feels like neither team's really stepping on it here. Finland's a little bit more of the aggressor. Stoppage of play. Alexander Barkov. Oh, was it? Oh, that was Barkov's goal. It wasn't even Kakko's goal. He is so sick. If Barkov gets another cup, where would you put him on the list with like Tays, Bergeron, Kopitar?
He'll be up there, that's for sure. Oh, don't give one up now.
Lankinen covers.
He'll be up there. Plus, he's so young to like, rack up Selkies and all that stuff and make more deep playoff runs.
Oh man! Shout out to you guys for hanging out this Saturday afternoon with us. We appreciate it. Energy might not be the highest just because of our current form.
Thomas, I think Kopitar is number 2 on your list. Tays is great, but Kopitar is almost double the points that he has. And if they flip teams and Tays was on LA and Kopitar was on Chicago.
Oh, what are you about to say?
No, you guys would feel the same way about Kopitar.
I don't know.
I do.
We've got more cups. I'm good on all that. Tays didn't play as long. I'll take the cups over longevity, thanks.
It's only one more cup.
Tell that to like...
How many more did Tays win a Selkie? He won 1, probably.
Yeah, he did. He was in contention for it every year.
Yeah, and lost to Bergeron and Kopitar every year.
Yeah, but that's like fucking...
Yeah, you know how, the big LA media
No, not the LA media. I'm just saying, like, there's certain guys that, like, have reputations for shit. Like, Tays put the team on his back in 2010, won a Stanley Cup. Like, his, like, second year in the league, or his third year in the league. How many Conn Smythes do those guys have? I would maybe
Kopitar
has one.
Kopitar has one, and Quick won the first one.
Yeah.
Or did Quick win both of them? I don't know. I think Kopitar won the second one.
Yeah, I think Kopitar has one. Aho's been so bad. Yeah, he's been brutal. Him and Hintz.
We're getting overtime here.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. Unless Lucas Raymond has anything to say about it. It's kind of beaten up by Issa Lindell. Capo Caco's not able to clear the zone, though. Now he is. 16 seconds. This overtime's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I realize I have a charger here. All right. That's it, folks. End of regulation. 3-3. We are going to overtime in Montreal for Finland, Sweden. Anything can happen. I think Barkov is probably going to be out there every other shift, I'd assume. What's the because I wasn't able to watch obviously the Canada-Sweden game. Is it just like a couple minutes?
Yeah.
Can you mute my mic so I can blow my nose?
Yeah. And the other thing I will say before you do that, so the time, I didn't know this. I probably should have brought this up earlier in the stream. The time between the intermissions is 1 minute shorter than an NHL period.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. All right. We're going to mute ourselves for a second here as we gear up.
We're back. We're unmuted. Sorry, we're sicky boys. Sorry, guys. My mom texted me. I love chat, but not as much as my mom. Justin confirmed in chat that Anze Kopitar does not have a Conn Smythe.
Okay, and I'm confirming right now we actually have lost a subscriber since starting the
What
stream.
the fuck?
So do better, people. Do better. Get some subs. Get some burners. Help us out. Down one sub during the stream. That's brutal. All right. Puck drop underway.
Finland wins the draw. Uh-oh, but Rantanen just hands it over to Sweden. Oh, what a save by Lankinen. Here comes Finland. Barkov back to Rantanen. Rantanen gets bodied off the puck. Not really the best showing from him either. Shout out, Mom. Yes, shout out, Mrs. G. Nylander carrying here for Sweden. Oof. My prediction is that Sweden's going to control a bulk of the play in this overtime. But we'll see if Finland can do anything off the rush. What do we have here? Hintz and Aho. Like, these guys are going to get scored on, dude. Jesper Bratt over to Willie. I know Tassos is pulling for Willie.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I want Finland to win this, though. Make Monday interesting.
I think I do, too. Oof.
Oh, good stick.
Yeah. Aho's going to need to go for a change here. Forsling's just waiting.
Have they had the player names above this the whole time or no?
No, they do it every once in a while. Kempe with some speed here. Oh my gosh, that almost squeaked in. Lincoln had no clue.
2-on-1, 3-on-1 if you hurry.
Granlund, he's got Mikkola. Takes it himself. Scores! Finland wins it! Mikael Granlund in overtime. Wow, what a finish. Good for the Finns. To answer back from getting absolutely dog-walked by the United States, to come back and beat their biggest rival in overtime. Sweden has now lost both games in overtime and is sitting with 2 points. Finland also has 2 points, so now eyes are on USA and Canada.
Also has 2 points.
Yeah, wow. 2 points for everyone except for the United States, who has 3. That's hockey. Yeah, wow. So if Canada wins in regulation.
Wow, look who's on the ice for the minus. Erik Karlsson. Shocker.
Yeah. Oh, 5-hole. Rip that thing. What a shot. How many times did I say today that Granlund had the most juice for the Finns?
Yeah, really.
Good for him.
It's a big win.
Yeah. My mom just texted me, Finland. Let's go. Good for them. Some parity. This was honestly perfect for the NHL, right? Like, low-key, a perfect result.
Yes. Makes you wonder. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm sure Sweden obliged to take a free loss to Finland. Sweden's going to have their backs against the wall on Monday against the United States.
Who's going to be the player of the game?
Should be Granlund or Barkey. Oh my gosh. Karlsson is, you got to feel for him, kind of.
I don't feel that bad for him.
They gave,
100 mil in the bank.
They gave Karlsson like a 3rd star. What was that? Line A, 2nd star. And the 1st star of the game from Team Finland, number 64, Mikael Granlund.
No.
Just throwing it out there. Is that savvy? Do you think it's going to be Barkey?
Yeah. Guy Carbonneau.
I think it's crazy that that Barkey or Granlund didn't get the 2nd star. Or the 3rd. Yeah, it's Granlund. He had the most juice all game. Great game from him. Good for Team Finland. Good for the NHL. Bad for Canada. We're coming. We're in nightmares. All right. That's all she wrote. Are we gonna commit to something here?
Yeah, we probably have to.
Yeah.
One way or the other. What are we doing? I feel terrible.
Dude, I don't think I can go out.
Yeah, no, me neither. All right, so are we streaming it?
We're streaming USA Canada. We got to.
All right. We'll see if we can get Tim Tebow in here still.
Yeah. Someone just throw around a little bit.
All right. So we are streaming. I will put it in the chat right now.
Whoop, whoop. USA Canada. The stage is set. Holy cow, I gotta go pee so bad. USA. See you later. Yes, sir. Be ready. Because we're coming. And we're gonna be there.
I hope streaming gets us to 500 tonight. That'd be nice.
Sue me. Yes, now we can watch some Cooper flag hoops. Thank God. It's what I've been waiting for all day. What's this? Never mind. I'm just going to talk about a college basketball score. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. Be sure to tune in later for USA Canada.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. It's going to be lively.
Tell a fellow American. Tell a fellow Canadian. This isn't a Hawks game, so it's not like, they got to be a Hawks fan for tonight.
Absolutely.
All right.
We will be there. See you guys in a little while. A few hours.
Peace.